Hi everyone, and welcome back to Stu's DIY. Today's project will probably be a multiple part series. We're going to work on bits and pieces over the next little bit here. I've got it's 1/2 inch thick, 20 inches in diameter, approximately 5 feet long. We're going to turn this thing into a yard roller. So I think empty weight right now of just the pipe, I'm assuming is around 500 pounds. You know, I got some steel plate here. And I haven't figured out yet if I'm gonna, when I cut this down nice and true, if I'm gonna weld it flat on the end or if I'm gonna recess it back in about 1/2 inch. I still wanna be able to fill this with water, but either way, I can put a plug up in this region here and then go ahead and weld the round stock with the pillow block bearings on the end. And it should be pretty true though. I don't see where the pipe is bent or anything. But yeah, let's get into this and make a cradle for it. What I've got so far is I've just cut some blocks and I picked these caster wheels up because obviously right now I can't move this thing. I mean, I can roll it, but I would like it to be up off the ground, then where I can turn it kind of like a hot dog roller at a gas station, right? So that way then I can work on the ends, go ahead and weld up, and that way it spins in a circle. That way I'm not having to do all different types of welding, and I can just work here. So this is what I got so far. So let's set up and make a stand for this thing. So yeah, right here I just have a assortment of screws and different things that we're going to use, and you know, try to get this anchored to the plywood here, so that way it 2x4, so that way it doesn't move. Should I bolt it or should I screw it? I mean, I don't know. We could screw it or we can bolt it. I guess we'll if we bolt it, we'll have to fire up the drill press and get all the holes lined up where we need to be. So let's see if I have enough 1/4 inch 20 bolts. So I have 5/16. I don't know if I have enough long ones to go through. There's 4. And those are too short. So these 4, see if I have some 5/16. All right, so I do not have enough bolts, so I guess we're gonna have to screw it together. That'll be our best option today. I do like these little organizers. They come in handy. I got them at Home Depot. Super nice. They stack real easy, you know, and I've labeled them. Just cut the end of the box off where the lettering is, just taped it to the side. That way I don't have to actually write on here. If I tape it and then I change what's in there, I can just rip it off and put something new on there. So that works good. So yeah, let's figure out what size we need here. It's too big. Do that with some washers maybe. I thought I had some shorter ones. 2.5, that's 1.5 inches. Apparently not. 2s are too long. Well, guess these are 1.5 inches. Should be sticking out the bottom a little bit. These are 1.25 inches. So I guess we'll use the 1.25 inches and find some washers here. So I figure for the purpose here, we'll just kind of screw one in screw one in on the other side, and sorry about that, screw one in here, screw one in on the other side, so it's like this, and then the pipe will spin in a circle this direction. Should work out pretty good. I guess worst case scenario is we take it apart and redo it. Alright guys, so basically the premise behind it is I'll have two stands right here. Then on the side I'll make a platform for this to sit on, and hopefully this is somewhat true enough, and maybe if not, tap it around a little bit, try to make it so it spins nice and true, and try to get this up on a working platform out of the way for the future. So that's my goal here today, is just to get this thing somewhat on a hot dog roller, so that way I can work on the ends here and make it easier to work. So obviously guys, my struggle is trying to get this 500-pound tube up on this cradle. Kind of struggling with it here. I'm going to try to come up with a couple other different ideas, but like I said, this channel, I want to show my struggles, show my mistakes, and you know, see if I could have done something better, made a better design. Who knows? But we'll try this, see how it works, and go from there. All right, everyone, that's part one. I guess just getting the stand built, and obviously it's upside down right now just so I can move it, because I don't have any rollers on the bottom side of where the rollers would be. So I just flipped it upside down, and it looks like it'll work for just being able to move the pipe around the shop here until I get time to cut and weld. So stay tuned for part two. Part two, I think, will be flush cutting the ends of that pipe and kind of getting things mocked up for welding in the ends, and everything that I guess continues on. So stay tuned to part two. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, follow along, drop a comment down below if you have some of the same struggles with some of this, or if there was something I could have done different. Just let me know in the comments. All right guys, catch everyone on the next one. Thank you.